Okay. I need to figure out which mission I was on. Ah, there we go. I gotta do this one again, it looks like. Ah, excellent. Okay, sorry guys, it looks like I finally got things sorted. I think I figured out what was going wrong with my PlayStation controller, but that's not the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Xbox controller because it's actually working. I think I had it set to shut off at like 15 minutes of inactivity, and I was having a lot of issues getting set up today. So that probably has a lot to do with it. Let me know if the game's too loud, though. I might have to turn it down. But I'm gonna have to remember all my buttons. It's been a little while. But we finally are live, and that is the important thing. Feels kind of awkward doing it on my Xbox controller, but I'm just so used to playing with PS4. I know it's not a big deal, but I guess I'm just used to the holding the PS4 controller. That is A-okay. We will get through it. I really like playing as Bai, and I figured she would be a good character to come back to the game with. And this washing machine doesn't want to die. But we're gonna make it. We are definitely gonna drop this washing machine. Easy peasy. Oh, hey, I got a bunch of cool loot for it. I don't know if any of it's going to be an upgrade, though. This will probably be a good live stream to plug my interview I did. I'll have to fetch the URL for it. But not too long ago, I did an interview with the Closers developers about the next character, Seth, the girl with 2 lives. And while I'm not personally enthralled with the aesthetic, I like the character. I like the skill set a lot. Though as far as like character design, Bai is probably one of my favorites, at least in this game. I'm not used to having to use so many buttons. There we go. Oh, there's my dodge. Let's use some ultimate abilities. There we go. Let me see real quick. Let me grab this URL, the share URL anyway, and let's go to Twitter. I have to find Twitter. I have a lot of tabs open right now. Boop. There we go. Let's go back to the hub. I know I got a bunch of stuff there. I just didn't get a chance to really look at any of it. Hopefully there's no lag and you can see and hear me clearly. I hope so. It's been a shit day for getting the stream going. I'll take a look at that later. Okay, I did complete one of these quests. Up, two of them. Excellent. Got all kinds of stuff completed. Got a lot of missions too. Looks like I have to complete all 3 of Heart of the Mine. So let's just dive in. Once again, my apologies for all the technical difficulties. They couldn't really be helped today. It's one of those things that just sorta happens. Alright, I'm getting the hang of Bai again. We're getting back on track. Yeah, there we go. All my sweet aerial combos. This thing's got a lot of HP, but not for long. See? Easy peasy. I was frustrated that I couldn't get things going the way I wanted. So we lost a lot of concurrent viewers with all those technical difficulties. So all I can do is apologize and move forward. Oh, it's one of those washing machines. Oh, I just completely whiffed that. I suppose those are just big old loot boxes we've got to kill. I've been out of the game for a little while. I just know they are a bitch to kill. But they can be, and they will be. I'll check out those loot boxes after this stage. Looks like my ultimates have gone off cooldown too. Excellent. The Howling Voidling. Alright, let's fight, dork. We got this. Oh yeah, just a couple of button presses, and it is Dunsky. Level 52. I have a really high level piece of gear I can't use until I am 55, so I think that was what made me want to pick this character. Just to finally equip that item that's been sitting in my inventory for what is probably months now. Alright, let's check our inventory. I know we've got stuff to look at. Hall of Dragons unlocked. Neat. I have to check that out. Identify all. It's probably under consumables. Yep, Demon King loot box. Oh. So I got rubbish is what I got. That's what you're telling me, is I got rubbish. Any of this stuff better? At a glance, the answer is no. Yeah, it's all pretty much not better. That's much better. The Sublime Yggdrasil doll. That is significantly better. we're just gonna dive into the next part of this stage. Or the next difficulty level, I ought to say. That's more accurate. Maybe I'll level again. That would be neat. I think I liked Bai because she reminded me of Jin Kisaragi, and I'm a big old fan of BlazBlue. I think that's probably what did it. Cool swords, cool ice powers, cool uses of the word cool. You know. Alright, some of these phase shamans. This time it's no match. This time it gets bopped. Easy. Easy. But no cool washing machine boss yet. Or mini boss, I guess. Just means we will get to the actual boss that much faster. I've got to complete the skirmish twice. Okay. So we will definitely do that here in the stream. Want to make some progress while I can, while things are nice and quiet. Tails, we're gonna review this weekend, and it was making me irrationally angry because it's a game whose concept I really enjoy. But man. And I get that it's an early access, but all the bugs were just... You're making it real hard to like your game, friends. When I have to fear that many crashes. Look at all that ice damage. Let's get out of range. I probably should have waited a couple of bars before I did that. But it all worked out in the end. And that's the important thing. No level up, alas. Alright, I've got... Looks like I have a quest to turn in. That's what it looks like anyways. Quest, mission, whatever you want to call them. Yuri rules. That's not a tip, that's probably a lie. Have I played as Yuri? Oh, you know, I think Yuri was the first character I played as. No, wait. Yuri wasn't the first. Yuri was the one that I disagreed with in the poll, I believe, because I voted for Harpy, not, not Yuri. I'd have to look at the character screen. Alright. Craft a white disc. Gear booster, matter mixer. It's probably... No. Not an event. Special ops. Training program. White disc. Bloop. I believe that's what I was supposed to make. I probably won't be doing that right now. Sweet, more combat missions. Let's see. We're gonna minimize you. Of course, as soon as I tab away from my email, 100 million of them show up. That is the way of it. Damn, did I really have that many? I'm gonna have to close that one probably. Ah, well. I'll worry about it when I need to worry about it. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is muted. No more conversations to have. Only fights to get into. But I gotta do skirmish again for another mission. There we go. It'll load up any second now. Load times aren't too bad in closers. I like these nice, short, action-packed missions. They are always a fun time for me. I get to just, oh hey, there it is. I want to kill that. I assume it will despawn at some point. And I don't want it to do that. There we go. Killing it a lot faster this time, it feels like. Here's hoping that loot box isn't poop. So those phase shamans that have all the HP out of the regular enemies. I guess it's an elite. But I mean out of the non-boss enemies. I will say Bai is a machine when it comes to clearing these rooms of normal enemies. She just plows through them. Boop. Alright. Oh yeah, I don't think that's got a long cooldown. Nope. Just like 10 seconds tops. It'll be up more than enough time for the boss fight. Which means time to head to the boss room. Beat up his dorky minions. And then we will just cut them down. The third Howling Voidling of the day. I wonder if I avoided all that damage by being in the air. I didn't really look at my HP bar during any of that. Nice. Alright, now we activate our damage amplifier. However, that did not go the way I planned. Most of that damage just whiffed right on by. We're about halfway to a level. I don't expect we'll make 55 in this stream. This stream is probably going to be a little shorter because we had just a wealth of technical difficulties today. Ugh. It was just one after another. Much like these stages are one after another. Let's see. Update you while this is loading. Yep, there's all the stuff I'm gonna have to take care of this morning. I finally get things rolling and work starts getting busy. That is just the story of my life. Alright. Mission complete. I think that's all I've got to turn in. Oh, I've got to go back to skirmish again. God bless. That is the only thing I hate about closers. I love everything else about this game. Well, no, that's not fair. I also don't like timed cosmetics. Timed cosmetics are garbage. Stop doing them. It's repeating the same stage so many times in a row. Like, this is the third time I've played this stage in this live stream. This live stream may as well be called Heart of the Mine Skirmish live stream. You'd think after doing it 3 or 4 times I would know exactly what it's called. But at least I have backups. I think it'll be nice and quick. It seems like it's going faster. There we go. Thank kindly. And we're just gonna stab them all with ice. Beat boop. Block clear. Ah, her moves are so cool and so flashy. I don't think I've ever run out of mana playing as her either. I don't know if I just have good mana regen or her abilities are not pricey. Either way, I think they're pretty great. And we leap to the boss. Sad thing is we're going to have to play this stage one more time just on the next difficulty. Alright, we're gonna... That's fair, tasty coffee. I see I'm not as big on DFO. Mostly because I like the visuals for closers more. But I haven't played DFO in a long time, so I might have to give it another shot. Does DFO have controller support? Because that's a big one for me. Games like this feel like they deserve a controller. But hey, to each their own, I say. But if it's got controller support, I'll give it a peek. Because it's been several years since I've played Dungeon Fighter Online. I cover it, like I know everything that goes on in the game. I just don't really play it. I just cover the news for it, primarily. Oh, it does. Fantastic. Then I'll tell you what, Tasty Coffee, I will give it another shake. Because I'm always looking for something to stream on here. Because I don't want to stream the same games every week. But I do want to have a regular, just sort of, I guess, rotation. Let's go back to, damn it, Assault. Stop being difficult. I'll get it downloaded and we'll see if I've got time to this week. I want to start streaming on here more, maybe in the evenings or during the daytime. I know a lot of our audience is European, so it might be harder for a evening live stream, especially since I am Eastern United States. But it's something I've been sort of looking into if I could find the time. Oh, I love Warframe. I haven't played Warframe in a while either. That's another game I want to come back to, because boy howdy, I love Warframe. See, that's a game I enjoy playing on a keyboard more than controller. I tried it on the Switch and it didn't feel as good to me. That may have been before I bought my Pro controller, though. The Switch Pro controller is... Oh, it's just a hoot. Oh, if it was an open beta, maybe you should give it another try. There's a lot of cool characters now. I think the game has come a long way since then. But if you give it a shot and you still don't think it's as good as DFO, then fair's fair. I'm not here to tell people what to play. Just to recommend. And give my occasionally informed opinions. I'm here. What's up, Paul? I'm here for the post-stream comment section to tell me I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I'm here for. Or to tell me I'm not James Blonde. James is my buddy, though. Super nice guy. He doesn't always pronounce things right, but that's okay. We still like him here. He is a good egg. Hell yeah! I'm so glad we've got free games to play. And there's a lot of really good free games right now. There are a lot of free games that are rubbish. But there's so many good free games that the North American audience can play right now. People get bent out of shape, especially over here, about the weirdest and dumbest things, like gender. Oh no, my character has anime titties. I can't play this game anymore. So? I don't understand it, but maybe it's not for me to understand. But there are so many good games right now. Like, I like mobile free games too. I just don't play them as much. But I like them. And I'm not saying that people who dislike gender locking are bad or are wrong. I just don't understand the argument. Dragon Ball FighterZ? Dude, I love that game. I wish it had fewer Gokus. I wish it weren't oops all Gokus. But I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. I have it on PC. I have it on PS4. I might have it on the Switch also. But yeah, I think it's a blast. I like anime fighters. Damn, this thing's whooping my ass. Let's kill this thing. And quick. But yeah, I totally don't get... My character has anime titties. Now I can't play this game. Yeah, I've got it on Steam, but I also have it on console, where I prefer to play. I believe it's on Steam. I'm almost positive it is. But I personally play on PlayStation 4. I have a arcade stick that I use for Dragon Ball Fighters. I have 2 of them actually. Now that I think about it. So one thing I wanted to bring up while I've got you guys here, we were thinking about adding membership subscriptions to our YouTube channel for the live stream and for like our regular videos. And one of the things I wanted to ask is if you would consider subscribing, what sort of perks or things of that nature would be appealing to you as a viewer. That is something we have been looking into. And so of course we want to ask you guys, the viewers. And don't say, if you're going to just say, well, I wouldn't no matter what, save it. That's not helpful. That's not the question I asked. That's upgrade. Ooh, that's an upgrade too. When the Wisp frame came out, Digital Extremes had to block Wisp's butt with more clothing. But yeah, that was about the dumbest thing I had ever heard. What's wrong with booty? Sometimes a little fan service ain't a bad thing. I don't mind a little fan service. Yeah, like I don't get it. Now there is such a thing as too much fan service. Or when things get hella creepy, like, Terra occasionally does. Like, let's be honest, some of Terra's shit is kind of goddamn creepy. But a little fan service, big deal. And I mean, Warframe's pretty fair play about making sexualizing male frames too, I believe. And fair's fair. Whoops. I think if you're gonna sexualize one, you gotta do it for both. Be fair about it. What is this? Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to break that down later, too. Got all these resources, I don't ever use them. Skip. What did I get? Funny glasses. How much will that take? Ugh, Christ. I believe it. But yeah, I'm of the opinion that a little fan service is not a bad thing, but don't go overboard, yeah? Moderation in all things. Here's the thing that I hate about free-to-play games while we're on the topic. Locking the inventory, too much of the inventory behind the paywall. Like, everything from here down is paywall. That is a bit much. I have finished writing my review for Black Desert Online. It will probably be going live this week. Personally, I'm not a big fan of BDO. I don't hate it, but it is not an MMO that I can see myself investing a lot of personal time in. It's not for me. I think it's visually appealing. I like the character classes. The PS4 version doesn't feel very pay to win to me. I think the term we coined was whale to win, because while you do have spending money does help, you've got to spend like thousands of dollars And that's not likely for your average consumer. I think that was the term we coined here. My problem with BDO is it's not fun for me. It's not the style of MMO I enjoy. Yeah, I tried really hard to cover everything in it, Tasty Coffee, and I just, after like an extra like week of gameplay, I was like, fuck, there's no way I could talk about everything in this game. Like, I can't talk about like how the taxation system works, because that would be a whole separate article probably. Yeah, like, it's got a really in-depth economy. That's something I do dig about it. But it's not my cuppa. It's not the style of MMO that I enjoy. But I'm glad for the people that like it. I'm not going to condemn it and say it's garbage and no one should ever play it, because it's got some real positives. But those positives are not for me. I like how in-depth the system is, though. Like, you have to consider, like, public opinion and trade routes, and it's really wild. And I appreciate that kind of attention to detail. Yeah, and some people don't do any of that stuff. They just level their characters. And there is nothing wrong with that. And that's pretty much how I played it. Did it really? I just really, that's one of the things I like in BDO, is I just like killing stuff. I like the characters. Here's a major problem I had while playing Black Desert Online, at least on console. I could not keep my abilities when I would level them up. I was still only using the level 1 form of them, and I could not figure how to keep the skill at the level I spent the skill points on. I think I have a 660 or an 880 watt in my PC. I can't really remember. It's been a long time since I've even thought about it. Oh, is that gonna whiff? That's gonna whiff. But it's a game I don't hate, but it's not a game that's fun for me at the end of the day. I like my MMOs more like Final Fantasy XIV, with dungeons and, you know, a gripping, compelling story. Oh yeah, BDO's enhancement system is pure misery. What's wrong with Bai? Bai is the best. Bai is one of my favorite characters. Well, see, I was doing that and it still wasn't working. Yeah, 14. That's that proverbial chef's kiss. 14 is as close to a perfect MMO as I have ever played. It has raids that are challenging, but are not ludicrous, and I won't have to spend hours in them. It has a great story. I don't need alts. I could just play the game and have fun and like meet people and do challenging, fun content. It's not perfect, but it's about as close as it's probably gonna get. Alright, we're gonna bop you right in the nose, Astaroth. That's where Black Desert becomes pay to win, is the gear enhancement system. But that's why I feel like it's more like whale to win. Because if you're really gonna game that system, I hope you've got a couple of grand tucked away in a sock somewhere. And I believe that's how I referred to it in my review. Oh, fair enough then, Fox. 14 is my jam. 14 is sadly not free, but it does have a great free trial. That's a terrific free trial. I haven't played 14 in a little while, though. I've had so much other stuff I've been working on. But I do want to get back to it. I've actually been spending a fair amount of time, more time than I thought I would, in WoW Classic. Not because I'm a WoW or Blizzard fanboy. I am not anymore. Have not been for a long time. But it's been sort of fun playing it with a couple of my close friends in a guild. The community is better than retail, if only marginally. And it's something when I've got nothing else going on, it's not too bad to just sit down and grind out some XP. I'm sure the appeal will wear off before too long. But I do love me some Final Fantasy XIV. It's a game I could talk about just about all day. It is not, Ray. I have been begging en masse for a year now to port it to console. I have been pleading with them to bring this to console. I play on a controller, and it feels great on a controller. Next time I email them, I'm going to bring it up again. Okay, this is probably going to be my last stage, because my emails are starting to pile up. I got to get back to work. But I want you guys to consider, if you will, and if you have any ideas. I didn't. How was it? Because I don't really PvP in this game. Hey, I did level again in the stream. If you can think of any subscriber perks you would think would be winners here on MMOHuts, that might get you considering subscribing to our channel, please leave a comment either in the post stream or here while I'm still on the air. Because it's something we are definitely looking at, and we would like to know what our audience thinks about it. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at Ragachak. See, I'm not big on PvP in this kind of game. I don't PvP in Elsword either. I'm not big on PvP like I used to be. There was once upon a time I was a die-hard, hardcore PvPer in every game I played. But it's not as fun for me anymore. I'm getting old. What's up, Valeri? I'm still a curmudgeon, but I'm getting old. And I hope all of you guys avoided any problems with Hurricane Dorian. I only lost power. No real damage here. I actually have Neverwinter installed, Valeri. I started a new character. Hot take goes to show their low effort characters. Low effort characters don't bother me. Sometimes that's what I'm looking for. I've got my Seth character already created, and I'm waiting to try them. I'm not really sold on Seth's look, but the kit looks like it's going to be a hoot. But I do have a new gift character waiting to, like, stream Valeri. So if I can find some time this week, I will do that. That is something that has been on my mind. We've had a couple people request Neverwinter. And it's a game that I don't hate. I just... the end game, the grind in end game kind of bothers me. There we go. That should put some... oh, did it whiff? That's disheartening. Alright, we've almost got him. Oh, that's right, I can use that to interrupt, I believe. Take it easy, Tasty Coffee. Thanks for coming out. We're about done here for the day anyways. So, excellent timing. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. I apologize again for the technical difficulties we had earlier. It just... YouTube is being YouTube, what can I say? As always, if you've enjoyed what we do here, please feel free to click the little bell icon. I believe it's probably up there somewhere. I know it's there, and it will notify you anytime we go live with a new video. And if you've enjoyed hanging out with me, and why wouldn't you, I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/thebottomtier. And I will put that link in chat if it will show up for me. Oh no, it's going to do it twice, isn't it? Motherfucker. Sorry. I'm not good with YouTube, apparently. So yeah, sorry. I'll try it again. But yes, I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I will try and get DFO installed and fiddle around with it. Maybe I'll reach out to the DFO devs, see if they can maybe hook me up with something, maybe to give away here on the channel or what have you. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to do next time. I have a couple of previews to do this week. So I don't know what my stream schedule is going to be like just yet. But I do know where it will be. And it'll be right here on MMOHuts.